When Xabi Alonso took the reins at Real Madrid, many believed a new dynasty was about to begin. Fresh ideas, bold tactics, and the arrival of big names promised a season of transformation. Yet, only weeks into his tenure, Alonso already finds himself trapped in dilemmas that cut straight to the heart of his squad. And one player at the centre of this storm is none other than Trent Alexander-Arnold. Signed from Liverpool in the summer, Trent's arrival was supposed to mark the passing of the torch. Dani Carvajal, the warrior who had carried Madrid's right flank for years, was expected to slowly fade into the background as Trent took control of the future. But reality has turned this dream upside down. Carvajal, fresh off his recovery, has stormed back into form, playing with the hunger and precision of a man refusing to surrender his throne. Every crunching tackle, every perfectly timed interception, every lung-bursting run has reminded Madrid why he has been untouchable for a decade. Meanwhile, Trent is learning that life at Madrid is not what the brochures promised. The Bernabeu demands more than talent, it demands adaptation, grit, and instant impact. So far, the Englishman has struggled to deliver. His trademark passing range feels muted, his defensive weaknesses have been exposed, and comparisons with Carvajal are tilting heavily against him. For Alonso, this creates a brutal truth. How long can he persist with a player who was supposed to lead the future but is already lagging behind the present? And this is just one of Alonso's battles. At the heart of defence, another storm is brewing. Dean Huijsen, the teenage prodigy, has forced his way into the starting lineup with composure beyond his years. But his rise has created a new problem. Who partners him? Eder Militao, returning from injury, offers speed and experience, yet his fitness history casts doubt. On the other side stands Antonio Rudiger, a fighter whose raw strength and leadership bring stability, but whose long-term future at Madrid looks uncertain. Alonso knows that whichever path he chooses, one wrong decision could unravel the defensive backbone of his team. These are not simply tactical puzzles, they are political battles too. Trent arrived with expectations of being a headline signing. Benching him too soon risks headlines of failure and wasted investment. Yet keeping him in the team when Carvajal is outperforming him could cost Madrid points in a season where every slip can be fatal. Likewise, balancing Militao and Rudiger is more than just football. It's about contracts, egos, and the fragile chemistry of a backline that must deliver in the biggest moments. The timing only sharpens the tension. With an international break looming, Alonso will finally have days to reflect, to sift through performances, and to decide which players truly fit into his long-term plan. The questions he faces are unforgiving. Is Trent the star signing who just needs time, or is he already becoming Madrid's biggest gamble? Can Carvajal's renaissance last, or will age catch up before the season's end? And in central defence, will Alonso trust the speed of Militao or the grit of Rudiger, knowing one mistake could prove disastrous in the Champions League nights ahead? Madridistas have seen these dilemmas before. Big names signed, legends refusing to fade, and coaches forced to make brutal calls. But this time, the stakes feel sharper. Trent's dream of conquering Spain risks becoming a nightmare played out under the relentless lights of the Bernabeu. Alonso, hailed as the club's visionary, now faces decisions that could define not only this season, but also the trajectory of his reign. The truth is simple, every dynasty begins with choice. For Xabi Alonso, the choices he makes in the coming weeks, between loyalty and ambition, between youth and experience, between reputation and performance, will decide whether Real Madrid surges forward into a new golden age or stumbles under the weight of its own expectations. And for Trent, one question hangs over him like a shadow. Will he rise and silence the doubters, or is his dream already slipping away?